Good evening, guys. Dave from Pegasus. Getting this video out early. I don't think this horse's price is going to drift necessarily. I've got one selection for Friday. Comes in at 245 at Lingfield. Now, quite an open Surrey National here, and the one I'm going with on a bit of a recovery mission is Here Comes McCoy. Now, we backed this one last month. I put it out as a 2 point win. I think it was around about 13 to 2, 7 to 1 when I put it up. I actually double dipped and then treble dipped into it because it drifted out to 16 to 1 in the morning, higher on Betfair. And I managed to get sort of bits and pieces of 18s down to 14s on it. So I loaded up quite heavy on this. It was quite heartbreaking, to be fair, because the horse was set to win the race. And yeah, that would have, let's just say, that would have paid for Christmas and a bit more. But look, the horse is still fairly inexperienced over fences. Now it can make these bad blunders, and I'm hoping that it's going to get better with experience. Now this is only its fifth run over fences, but it's already showed some smart form. You've seen this race at Uttoxeter back in January last year, and then it followed up at Southwell as well. Beat the reopposing Sporting Ace last year at Uttoxeter, and I'll get onto that horse in a minute. So it is creeping up the handicap. As I say, made a race-ending blunder, shall we say, at the last fence last time, and it was rallying at the finish. I think this horse is a fair stayer. It's going to get better over further. Conditions are going to suit this horse. It's down as soft at the minute, but there's plenty of rain forecast for the morning, so it's going to turn even more testing. Now, as I say, I'm going with this one as a selection. There are a couple of others that I do like. So I like Passing Well. I think that's got a fair shout in this race. Decent horse, decent jumper. Has won at the course previously. Yeah, everything looks favourable for this horse, and the same with Major Dundee. Um, I'm just a little bit put off with Major Dundee. Is it far enough? It's one of those horses. Um, it can it can sort of put out the feeling that it wants further, and yeah, when it gets it, it doesn't run its race, but it has run some decent races, the Air Grand National, etc., and in the Ida as well. Was running a big race before it unseated um, in the Ida last year. So look, should be better for this run at Bangor back in November. Probably been safe for this, to be fair, and yeah, I don't like the price on this one. I really don't like the price. I'd like to see a couple of points bigger. Now, if you really do want one at a price, I think you could probably do worse than this Sporting Ace. And the reason I say that is this horse is massively well in on this form here with the selection. Here Comes McCoy. So it's beaten 11 lengths this day. Was staying on at the finish, um, and it actually gets getting a £17 pull with the winner. Is it 17, 16, £19 pull with the winner on that. This horse wants deep ground. It hasn't had its ground yet this season. It just hasn't had it, and it wants deep ground. If this rain tomorrow really sort of turns this ground heavy, this horse is in with a shout off this sort of weight as well. It's competitively weighted, and at 14 to 1, if you really did want one at a price for a small each way interest, that would probably be the one that I'd say is value. I'll be surprised if this goes off at 14 to 1 tomorrow, especially if the ground goes heavy. That said, I am sticking with Here Comes McCoy. The price is borderline. I think it deserves to be favourite, in my opinion. It's still got masses of scope for improvement, even at the age of 10. It's had very little racing over hurdles or fences. As I say, this is only its fifth outing over fences. Um, I think it's a deserved favourite. I'm hoping that it can get a better round of jumping in. If it does, then it's going to take the beating, in my opinion. There are four places being paid. Um, I'm not going each way, but look, you can get 5-1 with Bet365 if you wanted, if you thought of it as an each way to nothing, I guess, and you may want to go with that. But if it was 13-2 or more, I'd be going for a match bet 2 point win. As it stands at the minute, I'm going for a 1 point win. If you can grab the 5-1 with Bet365, fine. I'll take the 9-2. There's plenty of that going. Um, as I say, I'm hoping for a little bit of a recovery mission. It's not gonna break me even anyway from last month, but it'll get some of the way there if it does manage to land the odds tomorrow. So yeah, that's the selection, guys. 245 Lingfield. Here comes McCoy. 1 point win. Yeah, best of luck with your bets tomorrow, and best of luck if you follow me in. Thanks for watching.